I am helping my friend with his project.
I am helping my friend with his project.
Pardon me, may I have a moment of your time?
Pardon me, may I have a moment of your time?
We're devoted to our favorite teacher.
We're devoted to our favorite teacher.
Can I wear earrings if I have sensitive ears?
Can I wear earrings if I have sensitive ears?
The carpet in my room needs cleaning.
The carpet in my room needs cleaning.
It's important to stay hydrated when camping.
It's important to stay hydrated when camping.
Don't forget to monitor the sales performance regularly.
Don't forget to monitor the sales performance regularly.
How much does the underground cost to get to the stadium?
How much does the underground cost to get to the stadium?
The athlete set a new world record.
The athlete set a new world record.
The mountain is a popular tourist attraction.
The mountain is a popular tourist attraction.
We need to get the ball rolling on this initiative.
We need to get the ball rolling on this initiative.
Can you tell me more about this outdoor statue?
Can you tell me more about this outdoor statue?
When did you buy these pants?
When did you buy these pants?
I need to prepare for the final assessment for the computer course.
I need to prepare for the final assessment for the computer course.
How do I prevent infection after getting my ears pierced?
How do I prevent infection after getting my ears pierced?
Make sure the clothes don't hit the ground.
Make sure the clothes don't hit the ground.
Can I see some movies on this TV?
Can I see some movies on this TV?
What are the limitations of using focus groups in research studies?
What are the limitations of using focus groups in research studies?
I'm amazed by the variety of plants and wildlife on this path.
I'm amazed by the variety of plants and wildlife on this path.
I'm looking for famous paintings.
I'm looking for famous paintings.
I am setting personal development goals.
I am setting personal development goals.
Can I borrow something to write with?
Can I borrow something to write with?
He is, for certain, a useful member.
He is, for certain, a useful member.
Could I have more hangers, please?
Could I have more hangers, please?
He listened to my speech from beginning to end.
He listened to my speech from beginning to end.
The secret of success is constancy of purpose.
The secret of success is constancy of purpose.
How do I use a tripod to stabilize my camera?
How do I use a tripod to stabilize my camera?
What time did you go to bed last night?
What time did you go to bed last night?
The Blue Jays are really blue.
The Blue Jays are really blue.
Let's hang the clothes on the rack.
Let's hang the clothes on the rack.
If you keep on being late, it will be a hard habit to break.
If you keep on being late, it will be a hard habit to break.
Where can I find the dish soap?
Where can I find the dish soap?
Is there a policy on late pickups?
Is there a policy on late pickups?
How do I get to the nearest cycle hire location?
How do I get to the nearest cycle hire location?
My cat loves to climb on things.
My cat loves to climb on things.
The physiotherapist recommended using a balance board for rehabilitation.
The physiotherapist recommended using a balance board for rehabilitation.
I'm so glad we decided to go walking today.
I'm so glad we decided to go walking today.
I'm looking forward to trying the dessert.
I'm looking forward to trying the dessert.
The book was full of suspense.
The book was full of suspense.
Don't worry. She'll get over it in a few weeks.
Don't worry. She'll get over it in a few weeks.
Mental health matters just as much as physical health.
Mental health matters just as much as physical health.
The doctor advised me to take up some sports to stay in shape.
The doctor advised me to take up some sports to stay in shape.
Why did you leave your last job?
Why did you leave your last job?
Please make sure to lock your car.
Please make sure to lock your car.
I met a family on the cruise ship who were celebrating their son's graduation.
I met a family on the cruise ship who were celebrating their son's graduation.
Memories of my university days come to my mind.
Memories of my university days come to my mind.
Would you like a nail treatment for nail discoloration?
Would you like a nail treatment for nail discoloration?
Please put me through to Peggy Macon.
Please put me through to Peggy Macon.
We went to the same school. Don't you remember?
We went to the same school. Don't you remember?
I want a pair of shoes for my son.
I want a pair of shoes for my son.
How do you prevent your fish from overeating?
How do you prevent your fish from overeating?
Every man is his own worst enemy.
Every man is his own worst enemy.
When do you want to go?
When do you want to go?
You're capable of more than you know.
You're capable of more than you know.
I love singing ballads and slow songs.
I love singing ballads and slow songs.
Did you not hear the alarm?
Did you not hear the alarm?
The salon offers nail treatments for weak nails.
The salon offers nail treatments for weak nails.
It is difficult for foreign students to speak English well.
It is difficult for foreign students to speak English well.
The game was called off on account of rain.
The game was called off on account of rain.
I need to cancel my car hire booking.
I need to cancel my car hire booking.
Let's analyze the market trends and forecast future demand.
Let's analyze the market trends and forecast future demand.
There is a pineapple on the table.
There is a pineapple on the table.
A new study suggests that taking vitamin D supplements can improve bone health.
A new study suggests that taking vitamin D supplements can improve bone health.
She is anxious about her father's health.
She is anxious about her father's health.
He asked for a glass of water.
He asked for a glass of water.
We insist that this project be carried out immediately.
We insist that this project be carried out immediately.
What are your plans for Christmas?
What are your plans for Christmas?
Our plan will call for a lot of money.
Our plan will call for a lot of money.
The software is not compatible with my operating system.
The software is not compatible with my operating system.
Is there a charging point nearby?
Is there a charging point nearby?
I threw up several times yesterday.
I threw up several times yesterday.
I am eating lunch in the cafeteria.
I am eating lunch in the cafeteria.
Do you have any vacancies for June 9th?
Do you have any vacancies for June 9th?
Can we pay by credit card?
Can we pay by credit card?
We have a special on our strawberry shortcake today.
We have a special on our strawberry shortcake today.
I like to give my dog a belly rub.
I like to give my dog a belly rub.
Do I have to take out my camera for inspection?
Do I have to take out my camera for inspection?
I need to do some shopping.
I need to do some shopping.
The research team used a random sampling technique to ensure representativeness.
The research team used a random sampling technique to ensure representativeness.
The airline charged me extra for my carry-on bag.
The airline charged me extra for my carry-on bag.
My luggage hasn't come out yet.
My luggage hasn't come out yet.
I have a large extended family.
I have a large extended family.
The sound of pages turning and the rustling of paper create a calming ambience while reading.
The sound of pages turning and the rustling of paper create a calming ambience while reading.
Your flight has been overbooked. Would you be willing to take a later flight in exchange for compensation?
Your flight has been overbooked. Would you be willing to take a later flight in exchange for compensation?
The visitors were impressed by the museum's extensive collection of art.
The visitors were impressed by the museum's extensive collection of art.
I will receive a certificate upon completion of the computer course.
I will receive a certificate upon completion of the computer course.
Is it okay to bring snacks and drinks while caving?
Is it okay to bring snacks and drinks while caving?
The computer is not recognizing the USB devices.
The computer is not recognizing the USB devices.
What is the salary you were hoping for?
What is the salary you were hoping for?
I need a cup of coffee.
I need a cup of coffee.
The swan is a symbol of grace and beauty.
The swan is a symbol of grace and beauty.
The team's defense held strong against their opponent's offense.
The team's defense held strong against their opponent's offense.
I'm after a restaurant with a good wine and cheese list.
I'm after a restaurant with a good wine and cheese list.
Climbing can be a great way to challenge yourself and build confidence.
Climbing can be a great way to challenge yourself and build confidence.
The horse galloped across the field.
The horse galloped across the field.
We can't help you, in consideration of everything.
We can't help you, in consideration of everything.
Why did Tom have to leave the party early?
Why did Tom have to leave the party early?
I too take your advice into consideration.
I too take your advice into consideration.
I'm interested in learning about the business of floral design.
I'm interested in learning about the business of floral design.
What's the best way to arrange flowers in a bouquet?
What's the best way to arrange flowers in a bouquet?
How many pieces do we want?
How many pieces do we want?
I think you're the most beautiful woman in the world.
I think you're the most beautiful woman in the world.
What are some common challenges encountered while caving?
What are some common challenges encountered while caving?
Pardon me, where is the nearest bus stop?
Pardon me, where is the nearest bus stop?
I'm excited to learn more advanced dance moves.
I'm excited to learn more advanced dance moves.
Am I allowed to bring a musical instrument on this flight?
Am I allowed to bring a musical instrument on this flight?
What's the process for ordering room service, please?
What's the process for ordering room service, please?
Where do you go to school?
Where do you go to school?
What's your favorite type of literature?
What's your favorite type of literature?
Actually, Could you recommend some cupcakes as well?
Actually, could you recommend some cupcakes as well?
I can't imagine my life without books.
I can't imagine my life without books.
The stars are so bright in the night sky.
The stars are so bright in the night sky.
Can you recommend a good type of pear?
Can you recommend a good type of pear?
Can I bring my own hair dye for coloring?
Can I bring my own hair dye for coloring?
What's a good place to eat for a date night?
What's a good place to eat for a date night?
The local crafts being sold in this market are beautiful.
The local crafts being sold in this market are beautiful.
I use social media for work.
I use social media for work.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Caramel is not a healthy snack.
Caramel is not a healthy snack.
We need to replace this tile.
We need to replace this tile.
Good luck with your career aspirations.
Good luck with your career aspirations.
Can you help me with my homework?
Can you help me with my homework?
My cat is very calm and likes to relax in a sunny spot.
My cat is very calm and likes to relax in a sunny spot.
There are footprints of a cat on the table.
There are footprints of a cat on the table.
The course is a great value for the price.
The course is a great value for the price.
How do you stay motivated during challenging times?
How do you stay motivated during challenging times?
What are some good motocross jumping techniques for beginners?
What are some good motocross jumping techniques for beginners?
Jane did something stupid at work.
Jane did something stupid at work.
Do you have any recommendations for transportation to the conference center?
Do you have any recommendations for transportation to the conference center?
I've pitched my business idea to investors.
I've pitched my business idea to investors.
I can get this cheaper at other places.
I can get this cheaper at other places.
Can we bring our own tents on the day trip?
Can we bring our own tents on the day trip?
Can I have a pint of beer, please?
Can I have a pint of beer, please?
In a breath, the street was empty.
In a breath, the street was empty.
I'm not a big fan of Indian food.
I'm not a big fan of Indian food.
Do you have any questions or concerns?
Do you have any questions or concerns?
We should address the concerns raised by the employees.
We should address the concerns raised by the employees.
Come and see what our school can do for your child.
Come and see what our school can do for your child.
I'm trying to grow my own vegetables.
I'm trying to grow my own vegetables.
The young man saved the girl from a bunch of hoodlums.
The young man saved the girl from a bunch of hoodlums.
The property is close to public transportation.
The property is close to public transportation.
The earphone is lightweight and portable.
The earphone is lightweight and portable.
The kangaroo rat can survive without water.
The kangaroo rat can survive without water.
Please turn off your cell phones during the meeting.
Please turn off your cell phones during the meeting.
Do you have a favorite quote?
Do you have a favorite quote?
The sun is the center of our solar system.
The sun is the center of our solar system.
Would you like a French manicure?
Would you like a French manicure?
The flight was delayed due to mechanical issues.
The flight was delayed due to mechanical issues.
I have a wide taste in music.
I have a wide taste in music.
Do you think you can make out the list in an hour?
Do you think you can make out the list in an hour?
Do you have a wine list?
Do you have a wine list?
He parked his car at the end of the street.
He parked his car at the end of the street.
Which toner is suitable for dry skin?
Which toner is suitable for dry skin?
I'd like to request a wake-up call at 6 a.m. tomorrow, please.
I'd like to request a wake-up call at 6 a.m. tomorrow, please.
Have you ever encountered a jellyfish while scuba diving?
Have you ever encountered a jellyfish while scuba diving?
Is there a famous temple nearby?
Is there a famous temple nearby?
The yoga course is a great way to relax and distress.
The yoga course is a great way to relax and distress.
Can you recommend some flowers that are good for indoor decoration?
Can you recommend some flowers that are good for indoor decoration?
What is the best way to deal with a cloudy fish tank?
What is the best way to deal with a cloudy fish tank?
After that, go down Oxford Street for 2 blocks.
After that, go down Oxford Street for 2 blocks.
The client has some questions regarding the proposal.
The client has some questions regarding the proposal.
What is the hotel's policy on no-shows for meeting room reservations?
What is the hotel's policy on no-shows for meeting room reservations?
I'm going to bed early tonight.
I'm going to bed early tonight.
Mary, Mr. Carter has just come back from Tokyo.
Mary, Mr. Carter has just come back from Tokyo.
What are some popular natural attractions around here?
What are some popular natural attractions around here?
Don't let it get you down.
Don't let it get you down.
Will the yoga course be conducted in a group or one-on-one setting?
Will the yoga course be conducted in a group or one-on-one setting?
Could you bring us some more bread, please?
Could you bring us some more bread, please?
He is old, and so he can't work so hard.
He is old, and so he can't work so hard.
I'm very proud of my children.
I'm very proud of my children.
What is the boarding process for pushchairs and car seats?
What is the boarding process for pushchairs and car seats?
I would like to discuss the agenda for today's meeting.
I would like to discuss the agenda for today's meeting.
The interviewer asks her about her career goals.
The interview asks her about her career goals.
How many bags are you checking in?
How many bags are you checking in?
I can't wait to hit the beach.
I can't wait to hit the beach.
The park has a nice jogging path.
The park has a nice jogging path.
I like this style, but I don't like the color.
I like this style, but I don't like the color.
She confidently talks about her skills and qualifications.
She confidently talks about her skills and qualifications.
Do you have any dish towels?
Do you have any dish towels?
John was born in Wyoming but brought up in Iowa.
John was born in Wyoming but brought up in Iowa.
I want to make you happy.
I want to make you happy.
Here is a menu and a baby high chair for you.
Here is a menu and a baby high chair for you.
Do you want economy or business class?
Do you want economy or business class?
What did you have for lunch today?
What did you have for lunch today?
Be careful. You might get stuck in the door.
Be careful. You might get stuck in the door.
The earphone has a long battery life.
The earphone has a long battery life.
I want to learn film photography.
I want to learn film photography.
It is too dark to play outside.
It is too dark to play outside.
I'll meet you at 6:30 at Visho Cinemas.
I'll meet you at 6:30 at Visho Cinemas.
I'm going to write you a prescription.
I'm going to write you a prescription.
Can you recommend a good welding helmet?
Can you recommend a good welding helmet?
I'll bring some biscuits to share with everyone.
I'll bring some biscuits to share with everyone.
Conflict resolution skills are important for maintaining a harmonious work environment.
Conflict resolution skills are important for maintaining a harmonious work environment.
Do you have any recommendations for a good brand of tea?
Do you have any recommendations for a good brand of tea?
Please make sure you have everything before you leave.
Please make sure you have everything before you leave.
It's important to spend time with your pet and show them love and affection.
It's important to spend time with your pet and show them love and affection.
Can I replace the watch band with a different one?
Can I replace the watch band with a different one?
May I order room service for a private function?
May I order room service for a private function?
It was my fault, I'm sorry.
It was my fault, I'm sorry.
The light bulb in my room needs changing.
The light bulb in my room needs changing.
It's important to give your pet plenty of exercise.
It's important to give your pet plenty of exercise.
Please wait a moment, I'll be right back.
Please wait a moment, I'll be right back.
We are launching our product next month.
We are launching our product next month.
Mr. Carter, Mary organizes everything. We would be lost without her.
Mr. Carter, Mary organizes everything. We would be lost without her.
Can I connect my laptop to this TV?
Can I connect my laptop to this TV?
I'd be very grateful if you could introduce me to Mr. Albright.
I'd be very grateful if you could introduce me to Mr. Albright.
Hi. This is Rick. I'd like to speak with Tom, please.
Hi. This is Rick. I'd like to speak with Tom, please.
This looks like I can't fix it.
This looks like I can't fix it.
I accidentally closed the software and lost my unsaved changes.
I accidentally closed the software and lost my unsaved changes.
The visitors were impressed by the museum's interactive exhibitions.
The visitors were impressed by the museum's interactive exhibitions.
What time will the next airport shuttle arrive?
What time will the next airport shuttle arrive?
I love the feeling of freedom and exploration while walking.
I love the feeling of freedom and exploration while walking.
I'm a big fan of David Bowie.
I'm a big fan of David Bowie.
These shoes are not very durable.
These shoes are not very durable.
I'm thinking about ordering from that new sushi place.
I'm thinking about ordering from that new sushi place.
Few were at the seaside because it was raining.
Few were at the seaside because it was raining.
I'm sorry. No fresh fruits, vegetables, or meats may be brought in.
I'm sorry. No fresh fruits, vegetables, or meat may be brought in.
Our pork is sourced from heritage breeds.
Our pork is sourced from heritage breeds.
My girlfriend was absorbed in her favorite TV show.
My girlfriend was absorbed in her favorite TV show.
We need to cut to the chase and finalize the agreement.
We need to cut to the chase and finalize the agreement.
I need to buy more hiking gear.
I need to buy more hiking gear.
How long is the warranty on this outdoor furniture set?
How long is the warranty on this outdoor furniture set?
I have an appointment with the orthodontist.
I have an appointment with the orthodontist.
Can you repair the hinges on these glasses?
Can you repair the hinges on these glasses?
Is there a place to sleep in the airport?
Is there a place to sleep in the airport?
You are welcome to come again.
You are welcome to come again.
He speaks French well, in addition to English.
He speaks French well, in addition to English.
She's hoping that she won't be away too long.
She's hoping that she won't be away too long.
What is the ratio of teachers to children?
What is the ratio of teachers to children?
I'm taking a course in entrepreneurship.
I'm taking a course in entrepreneurship.
The best thing about scuba diving is the feeling of calmness you get underwater.
The best thing about scuba diving is the feeling of calmness you get underwater.
Mark is capable of winning the race.
Mark is capable of winning the race.
Everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate for health and well-being.
Everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate for health and well-being.
Planting trees helps offset carbon emissions.
Planting trees helps offset carbon emissions.
The park has a great view of the city.
The park has a great view of the city.
The waves are really big today.
The waves are really big today.
I'm sorry for my lack of communication.
I'm sorry for my lack of communication.
The city is implementing a new recycling program for plastics.
The city is implementing a new recycling program for plastics.
I'll bring some cookies next time.
I'll bring some cookies next time.
I need to revise the vocabulary.
I need to revise the vocabulary.
It's important to have a good relationship with your pet.
It's important to have a good relationship with your pet.
I would like to ask you a favor.
I would like to ask you a favor.
Do you have any fresh asparagus?
Do you have any fresh asparagus?
Turn it over and clean the floor.
Turn it over and clean the floor.
Is there any more of this in the storeroom?
Is there any more of this in the storeroom?
Whatever is worth doing well.
Whatever is worth doing well.
I want to buy a noise-isolating earphone.
I want to buy a noise-isolating earphone.
You'll soon be at the train station.
You'll soon be at the train station.
This holiday season, I'm grateful for my health.
This holiday season, I'm grateful for my health.
The City Council is debating a proposal to raise property taxes.
The City Council is debating a proposal to raise property taxes.
I am committed to delivering exceptional customer service.
I am committed to delivering exceptional customer service.
Are there any local art galleries that are worth checking out?
Are there any local art galleries that are worth checking out?
I love the fresh air in the mountains.
I love the fresh air in the mountains.
I need to buy new underwear.
I need to buy new underwear.
How can I book a flight?
How can I book a flight?
What are some good motocross maintenance tips?
What are some good motocross maintenance tips?
I have strong leadership and teamwork abilities.
I have strong leadership and teamwork abilities.
No, I've never gone skiing in the backcountry.
No, I've never gone skiing in the backcountry.
The solar system has 8 planets.
The solar system has 8 planets.
Can you recommend a good quality coffee maker?
Can you recommend a good quality coffee maker?
I'm trying to find a rug with a geometric pattern.
I'm trying to find a rug with a geometric pattern.
I'm looking for a rug for my entryway.
I'm looking for a rug for my entryway.
I just updated my profile picture.
I just updated my profile picture.
How do I get to the nearest taxi rank?
How do I get to the nearest taxi rank?
Let's set up a meeting to brainstorm ideas.
Let's set up a meeting to brainstorm ideas.
I'm after a restaurant with a good park view.
I'm after a restaurant with a good park view.
Let's touch base tomorrow to discuss the timeline.
Let's touch base tomorrow to discuss the timeline.
How many instructors are there for the yoga course?
How many instructors are there for the yoga course?
This place is really enjoyable. I'm happy we decided to come here.
This place is really enjoyable. I'm happy we decided to come here.
Do you carry any outdoor decor items with a rustic theme?
Do you carry any outdoor decor items with a rustic theme?
The class is a great way to meet new people.
The class is a great way to meet new people.
The vendors here are so friendly and welcoming.
The vendors here are so friendly and welcoming.
I need to update my software.
I need to update my software.
The park puts on a fantastic fireworks display.
The park puts on a fantastic fireworks display.
Please write down what I am going to say.
Please write down what I am going to say.
Are you a member of any organizations around here?
Are you a member of any organizations around here?
What functions are you looking for in your new phone?
What functions are you looking for in your new phone?
Over on the desk will be fine, thanks.
Over on the desk will be fine, thanks.
I've warned you over and over again not to do it.
I've warned you over and over again not to do it.
I think we need a professional interior designer.
I think we need a professional interior designer.
The buildings shook because of the earthquake.
The buildings shook because of the earthquake.
Can you recommend a place to hire books on local legends?
Can you recommend a place to hire books on local legends?
What is your favorite cultural festival in the area?
What is your favorite cultural festival in the area?
Don't be afraid to make mistakes, it's all part of the learning process.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes, it's all part of the learning process.
The salon offers pedicures as well.
The salon offers pedicures as well.
I would like to propose a team training session.
I would like to propose a team training session.
Save and invest your spare change.
Save and invest your spare change.
What's the best time of year to ride in a hot air balloon?
What's the best time of year to ride in a hot air balloon?
Where there is life, there is hope.
Where there is life, there is hope.
May I order room service for dessert only?
May I order room service for dessert only?
Stay optimistic, better days are on the horizon.
Stay optimistic, better days are on the horizon.
The young girl was fascinated by the museum's dinosaur exhibition.
The young girl was fascinated by the museum's dinosaur exhibition.
Do you want to explore that path over there?
Do you want to explore that path over there?
Does the dorm have an ensuite bathroom?
Does the dorm have an ensuite bathroom?
My knee has been bothering me for a few days.
My knee has been bothering me for a few days.
Where is the nearest pharmacy?
Where is the nearest pharmacy?
Would you mind helping me take my bags to the lift?
Would you mind helping me take my bags to the lift?
Can I have some extra pillows, please?
Can I have some extra pillows, please?
Many people are enthusiastic about making money.
Many people are enthusiastic about making money.
I am a self-motivated individual with a strong drive for achieving goals and exceeding expectations.
I am a self-motivated individual with a strong drive for achieving goals and exceeding expectations.
The project is a top priority for the department.
The project is a top priority for the department.
Please make your way to the gate.
Please make your way to the gate.
Reading is a gateway to different cultures, allowing me to explore the world without leaving my home.
Reading is a gateway to different cultures, allowing me to explore the world without leaving my home.
How do I board the plane?
How do I board the plane?
May you be blessed with forgiveness.
May you be blessed with forgiveness.
What's the input lag on this TV?
What's the input lag on this TV?
What are some common motocross injuries, and how can I prevent them?
What are some common motocross injuries, and how can I prevent them?
He will carry on his business by himself.
He will carry on his business by himself.
Thank you for the beautiful manicure.
Thank you for the beautiful manicure.
Blessings to you on this special day.
Blessings to you on this special day.
We're going to wipe the room with a rag.
We're going to wipe the room with a rag.
Would you like to grab a coffee sometime?
Would you like to grab a coffee sometime?
The weather is nice today, isn't it?
The weather is nice today, isn't it?
I should have brought a hat.
I should have brought a hat.
Please note that there are restrictions on the amount of liquids you can bring on board.
Please note that there are restrictions on the amount of liquids you can bring on board.
I want to improve my vocabulary.
I want to improve my vocabulary.
What's the highest altitude you've ever reached while flying?
What's the highest altitude you've ever reached while flying?
Choose what you want to wear.
Choose what you want to wear.
The visitors enjoyed the museum's hands-on exhibitions.
The visitors enjoyed the museum's hands-on exhibitions.
What is the difference between a map and a compass?
What is the difference between a map and a compass?
I'm looking for a gift for my son.
I'm looking for a gift for my son.
The best ski run I've ever been on was in Whistler.
The best ski run I've ever been on was in Whistler.
What is the most important piece of equipment for sailing?
What is the most important piece of equipment for sailing?
Can I receive a facial if I have acne-prone skin?
Can I receive a facial if I have acne-prone skin?
What style or frame shape are you looking for?
What style or frame shape are you looking for?
The nail technician will clean your cuticles.
The nail technician will clean your cuticles.
I may as well go out than stay at home.
I may as well go out than stay at home.
I adore the atmosphere of this place. It's so relaxed.
I adore the atmosphere of this place. It's so relaxed.
Yes, it was more expensive than I bargained for.
Yes, it was more expensive than I bargained for.
Yes, there is one across the street.
Yes, there is one across the street.
I need to study for the computer course tonight.
I need to study for the computer course tonight.
They have a wide selection of nail polish colors.
They have a wide selection of nail polish colors.
Can you help me with my bags?
Can you help me with my bags?
There is no right or wrong.
There is no right or wrong.
Would you like to try our new chocolate cake?
Would you like to try our new chocolate cake?
I'm not waiting for you any longer.
I'm not waiting for you any longer.
I am networking with other entrepreneurs.
I am networking with other entrepreneurs.
How can I assist you today?
How can I assist you today?
I feel like having Chinese food tonight.
I feel like having Chinese food tonight.
I have 3 years' experience as a mechanical engineer.
I have 3 years' experience as a mechanical engineer.
Will the facial treatment be painful?
Will the facial treatment be painful?
The interviewer asked about the employee's problem-solving skills.
The interview asked about the employee's problem-solving skills.
The wounded men were carried away.
The wounded men were carried away.
I intend to take a month's holiday upon completion of this job.
I intend to take a month's holiday upon completion of this job.
I like being able to learn new techniques and meet other people who share my interest in flowers.
I like being able to learn new techniques and meet other people who share my interest in flowers.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for coming in today.
Is there a supermarket near here?
Is there a supermarket near here?
I saw a great band play at a small venue last weekend.
I saw a great band play at a small venue last weekend.
Do you have an airport shuttle service?
Do you have an airport shuttle service?
Autumn is the best season for going on hikes.
Autumn is the best season for going on hikes.
Is it allowed to bring a drone in my hand luggage?
Is it allowed to bring a drone in my hand luggage?
I'd like to order room service for breakfast, please.
I'd like to order room service for breakfast, please.
We need to buy some fruit.
We need to buy some fruit.
Your flight is now boarding in Zone 2.
Your flight is now boarding in Zone 2.
These crisps are good enough to make you want more.
These crisps are good enough to make you want more.
The computer is not recognizing the mouse.
The computer is not recognizing the mouse.
Can you help me find the coconut milk?
Can you help me find the coconut milk?
I am looking for prescription sunglasses.
I am looking for prescription sunglasses.
During my previous role, I implemented innovative strategies that significantly improved productivity.
During my previous role, I implemented innovative strategies that significantly improved productivity.
The exhibition featured a variety of hands-on displays.
The exhibition featured a variety of hands-on displays.
Want to take a little break?
Want to take a little break?
Can we bring our own fishing gear on the day trip?
Can we bring our own fishing gear on the day trip?
These pants are too small now.
These pants are too small now.
How do I get to the cinema from here?
How do I get to the cinema from here?
They'll stretch a bit with use.
They'll stretch a bit with use.
What are the prerequisites for the floral course?
What are the prerequisites for the floral course?
The spa on the cruise ship was the perfect place to relax and unwind.
The spa on the cruise ship was the perfect place to relax and unwind.
Kevin has always done well in every job he has had.
Kevin has always done well in every job he has had.
Just hold your horses. We have a lot of time.
Just hold your horses. We have a lot of time.
I'd buy this if it were cheaper.
I'd buy this if it were cheaper.
All that glitters is not gold.
All that glitters is not gold.
How much does this eyeshadow cost?
How much does this eyeshadow cost?
What songs did you learn in school?
What songs did you learn in school?
Can I have 1/4 pound of dried apricots, please?
Can I have 1/4 pound of dried apricots, please?
In my opinion, we need a better boss.
In my opinion, we need a better boss.
Stop lying and get your act together.
Stop lying and get your act together.
I need to finish this report by the end of the day.
I need to finish this report by the end of the day.
I was busy getting ready for the journey.
I was busy getting ready for the journey.
We took on a few new students in class.
We took on a few new students in class.
Bind the sack before it be full.
Bind the sack before it be full.
I need to download software for the computer course.
I need to download software for the computer course.
Create a budget to manage expenses.
Create a budget to manage expenses.
I can read and write in Arabic.
I can read and write in Arabic.
Please board the plane when your row is called.
Please board the plane when your row is called.
Bravery never goes out of fashion.
Bravery never goes out of fashion.
We need to evaluate the effectiveness of our advertising campaigns regularly.
We need to evaluate the effectiveness of our advertising campaigns regularly.
Continuous learning is part of my life.
Continuous learning is part of my life.
There is a big playground in the park.
There is a big playground in the park.
I need to get more sleep.
I need to get more sleep.
The earphone has a stylish design.
The earphone has a stylish design.
How can I prepare my skin for a facial if I have sensitive skin?
How can I prepare my skin for a facial if I have sensitive skin?
I've heard great things about the instructor for this course.
I've heard great things about the instructor for this course.
Can I hire a car if I am a new driver?
Can I hire a car if I am a new driver?
I'm after a restaurant with a good skyline view at night.
I'm after a restaurant with a good skyline view at night.
Am I allowed to bring a laptop on this flight?
Am I allowed to bring a laptop on this flight?
My physiotherapy session is scheduled for tomorrow.
My physiotherapy session is scheduled for tomorrow.
All the planes are fully booked from today until next Saturday.
All the planes are fully booked from today until next Saturday.
You'll meet other people who are interested in yoga.
You'll meet other people who are interested in yoga.
What is the schedule for the yoga course?
What is the schedule for the yoga course?
What have you been up to these days?
What have you been up to these days?
Are there any health conditions that might prevent me from getting a massage?
Are there any health conditions that might prevent me from getting a massage?
Even if mommy's late, wait here.
Even if mommy's late, wait here.
You can choose to have nail art with geometric patterns.
You can choose to have nail art with geometric patterns.
We camped at the foot of the mountain.
We camped at the foot of the mountain.
If you don't brush well, you'll have bad breath.
If you don't brush well, you'll have bad breath.
Let's learn a new dance move today.
Let's learn a new dance move today.
I need a new pair of needle nose pliers.
I need a new pair of needle nose pliers.
Small victories lead to significant triumphs. Keep going.
Small victories lead to significant triumphs. Keep going.
Hi, Mr. Brown. It's about time we met.
Hi, Mr. Brown. It's about time we met.
I need a different drill bit.
I need a different drill bit.
Have you heard about the new amusement park that's opening soon?
Have you heard about the new amusement park that's opening soon?
What's your favorite thing about this market?
What's your favorite thing about this market?
I'm looking for flowers that will bloom in the winter.
I'm looking for flowers that will bloom in the winter.
What should I be aware of when taking the medicine?
What should I be aware of when taking the medicine?
Could I get a wake-up call at 8 a.m., please?
Could I get a wake-up call at 8 a.m., please?
What's your favorite restaurant in the neighborhood?
What's your favorite restaurant in the neighborhood?
We need to identify the target audience for our research.
We need to identify the target audience for our research.
How do you keep cats from scratching the walls?
How do you keep cats from scratching the walls?
I have a strong ability to analyze complex data.
I have a strong ability to analyze complex data.
Is it allowed to bring personal gear while caving?
Is it allowed to bring personal gear while caving?
More often than not, famine is accompanied by plague.
More often than not, famine is accompanied by plague.
She is what is called a woman of culture.
She is what is called a woman of culture.
YouTube can be a valuable resource for education.
YouTube can be a valuable resource for education.
Whales are said to have lived on the land long ago.
Whales are said to have lived on the land long ago.
Am I allowed to use my own headphones on this flight?
Am I allowed to use my own headphones on this flight?
The flat building has a doorman.
The flat building has a doorman.
Don't lean on the lift door.
Don't lean on the lift door.
You can choose to have your nails decorated with rhinestones.
You can choose to have your nails decorated with rhinestones.
I don't understand what you mean.
I don't understand what you mean.
How do I connect to the Wi-Fi network on my laptop?
How do I connect to the Wi-Fi network on my laptop?
I love Imagine by John Lennon.
I love Imagine by John Lennon.
Can you give me a referral to a nutritionist?
Can you give me a referral to a nutritionist?
I'm interested in buying a new pair of glasses.
I'm interested in buying a new pair of glasses.
What's the best hair conditioner for damaged hair?
What's the best hair conditioner for damaged hair?
Can you recommend a good place to buy local crafts?
Can you recommend a good place to buy local crafts?
Let's have a follow-up meeting to discuss the action plan.
Let's have a follow-up meeting to discuss the action plan.
Is it allowed to bring a fishing net in my hand luggage?
Is it allowed to bring a fishing net in my hand luggage?
My dentist recommended a dental sealant for cavity prevention.
My dentist recommended a dental sealant for cavity prevention.
Do you have a minimum order for room service?
Do you have a minimum order for room service?
I'm impressed by how graceful you look when you dance.
I'm impressed by how graceful you look when you dance.
I accidentally closed the software without saving my changes.
I accidentally closed the software without saving my changes.
It's important to keep the conversation focused and on track.
It's important to keep the conversation focused and on track.
I'm sorry. He is out right now.
I'm sorry. He is out right now.
Our bread is made fresh every day.
Our bread is made fresh every day.
It is totally crazy. It seems immoral to me.
It is totally crazy. It seems immoral to me.
We offer discounts for students and senior citizens.
We offer discounts for students and senior citizens.
Climbing is a great way to push yourself outside of your comfort zone.
Climbing is a great way to push yourself outside of your comfort zone.
Could you tell me how to get to the railway station?
Could you tell me how to get to the railway station?
The wine here is a bit too strong for my taste.
The wine here is a bit too strong for my taste.
Do I need to warm up before riding?
Do I need to warm up before riding?
I'm sorry for any inconvenience I caused.
I'm sorry for any inconvenience I caused.
The earphone is lightweight and comfortable to wear.
The earphone is lightweight and comfortable to wear.
What are your plans for the holidays?
What are your plans for the holidays?
How do I know if the horse is healthy and fit to ride?
How do I know if the horse is healthy and fit to ride?
How are groups boarded?
How are groups boarded?
Do you avoid products with palm oil?
Do you avoid products with palm oil?
Japanese-style cakes are puffy and filled with fragrant nuts.
Japanese-style cakes are puffy and filled with fragrant nuts.
Sorry, you must have dialed the wrong number.
Sorry, you must have dialed the wrong number.
Could you provide some examples of qualitative research techniques?
Could you provide some examples of qualitative research techniques?
What is the room rate for one night?
What is the room rate for one night?
Yes, I enjoy it a lot.
Yes, I enjoy it a lot.
The gum adhered to the sole of the shoe.
The gum adhered to the sole of the shoe.
Your flight has been delayed due to air traffic control issues.
Your flight has been delayed due to air traffic control issues.
We look forward to seeing you there.
We look forward to seeing you there.
I love how YouTube lets you customize your content recommendations.
I love how YouTube lets you customize your content recommendations.
I love learning about the past.
I love learning about the past.
I have been attending physiotherapy sessions to improve my balance.
I have been attending physiotherapy sessions to improve my balance.
Reflecting on the beauty of nature fills me with awe.
Reflecting on the beauty of nature fills me with awe.
Can I use a GPS device for orienteering?
Can I use a GPS device for orienteering?
Of course, here you are. In addition, we have a special dish for today and I recommend the beef.
Of course, here you are. In addition, we have a special dish for today and I recommend the beef.
Really? I can't believe it's been 5 years.
Really? I can't believe it's been 5 years.
I think it's dangerous to swim in that river.
I think it's dangerous to swim in that river.
The live music is a bit too loud.
The live music is a bit too loud.
You just got a phone call from Mike Ryan.
You just got a phone call from Mike Ryan.
Congratulations on finishing your first Chinese painting lesson.
Congratulations on finishing your first Chinese painting lesson.
What should I do if I need special assistance boarding the plane due to a disability?
What should I do if I need special assistance boarding the plane due to a disability?
You should do good work in class.
You should do good work in class.
I purchased a floral design book to supplement my class materials.
I purchased a floral design book to supplement my class materials.
The sky was alive with stars.
The sky was alive with stars.
Take 1 tablet 3 times a day.
Take 1 tablet 3 times a day.
Get up, please. Time to go to school.
Get up, please. Time to go to school.
I lost my luggage. What should I do?
I lost my luggage. What should I do?
Cancer can be cured easily if it is found in its first phase.
Cancer can be cured easily if it is found in its first phase.
Sorry, I was a little late.
Sorry, I was a little late.
I am interested in buying a new computer.
I am interested in buying a new computer.
The museum's exhibition on marine life was educational and fun.
The museum's exhibition on marine life was educational and fun.
Would you please deposit your bag in our check room?
Would you please deposit your bag in our check room?
My dentist recommended a tooth whitening treatment.
My dentist recommended a tooth whitening treatment.
Is it possible to use the hotel's meeting rooms for a team building event?
Is it possible to use the hotel's meeting rooms for a team building event?
I'm so glad you're enjoying school so far.
I'm so glad you're enjoying school so far.
What do you want to eat?
What do you want to eat?
Are you thinking of applying for a loan?
Are you thinking of applying for a loan?
How about trying our chocolate chip cookies?
How about trying our chocolate chip cookies?
You are going in the wrong direction.
You are going in the wrong direction.
What is the best way to store my sailboat?
What is the best way to store my sailboat?
How can we effectively present our research findings to stakeholders?
How can we effectively present our research findings to stakeholders?
The mechanic applied himself to fixing the car.
The mechanic applied himself to fixing the car.
Ultralight aircraft are perfect for beginners.
Ultralight aircraft are perfect for beginners.
Do you know where I can find handmade candles?
Do you know where I can find handmade candles?
I love how YouTube lets you discover new artists and musicians.
I love how YouTube lets you discover new artists and musicians.
I'm glad we could find a phone that suits your preferences.
I'm glad we could find a phone that suits your preferences.
I have a job interview tomorrow.
I have a job interview tomorrow.
I'm not a fan of scuba diving at night because it's too dark.
I'm not a fan of scuba diving at night because it's too dark.
We saw a lot of fish at the aquarium.
We saw a lot of fish at the aquarium.
Pleased to meet you, Ms. Ross. I've heard much about you.
Pleased to meet you, Ms. Ross. I've heard much about you.
Can you recommend any good books or resources on taking care of a baby?
Can you recommend any good books or resources on taking care of a baby?
Yes, falling asleep has been difficult for me.
Yes, falling asleep has been difficult for me.
Can you recommend a good brand of coffee?
Can you recommend a good brand of coffee?
The stars are so beautiful tonight.
The stars are so beautiful tonight.
The flight was overpriced for the service.
The flight was overpriced for the service.
Can you recommend a place to hire books on local attractions?
Can you recommend a place to hire books on local attractions?
I won't mess it up the next time.
I won't mess it up the next time.
What's the highlight of the day trip?
What's the highlight of the day trip?
I need a new pair of work gloves.
I need a new pair of work gloves.
Dancing is a great way to get some exercise and have fun.
Dancing is a great way to get some exercise and have fun.
I have a good idea.
I have a good idea.
When climbing, it's important to trust your partner and work together as a team.
When climbing, it's important to trust your partner and work together as a team.
What is your hair drying technique?
What is your hair drying technique?
May you be blessed with joy.
May you be blessed with joy.
A new report shows that the number of people using public transportation is increasing.
A new report shows that the number of people using public transportation is increasing.
Between astonishment and despair, she did not know what to do.
Between astonishment and despair, she did not know what to do.
That one looks great on you.
That one looks great on you.
Apart from the cost, the hat doesn't suit me.
Apart from the cost, the hat doesn't suit me.
I have a strong work ethic and am highly motivated.
I have a strong work ethic and am highly motivated.
Is there a place to get a manicure in the airport?
Is there a place to get a manicure in the airport?
I want to buy a new blush.
I want to buy a new blush.
The view from the top of the Empire State Building is amazing.
The view from the top of the Empire State Building is amazing.
How do I control my breathing while riding?
How do I control my breathing while riding?
I had a blast. Also, I met a hot guy there.
I had a blast. Also, I met a hot guy there.
I should be on my way.
I should be on my way.
I'm looking for a flat in the city centre.
I'm looking for a flat in the city centre.
How about a fruit tart for dessert?
How about a fruit tart for dessert?
Would you be able to help me take my bags to the bus station?
Would you be able to help me take my bags to the bus station?
Have you been to any good restaurants in the area lately?
Have you been to any good restaurants in the area lately?
How about trying our apple turnover today?
How about trying our apple turnover today?
Can I hunt alone or do I need a companion?
Can I hunt alone or do I need a companion?
What gear should I bring for caving?
What gear should I bring for caving?
I'm so glad we decided to try this restaurant.
I'm so glad we decided to try this restaurant.
This trail is more challenging than I expected.
This trail is more challenging than I expected.
Wear what you want to wear.
Wear what you want to wear.
I wish there were more seating areas.
I wish there were more seating areas.
Reflecting on my blessings brings me joy.
Reflecting on my blessings brings me joy.
I am improving my communication skills.
I am improving my communication skills.
She provides examples to demonstrate her problem-solving abilities.
She provides examples to demonstrate her problem-solving abilities.
Can you suggest any good gift shops?
Can you suggest any good gift shops?
I need to find a binder for my papers.
I need to find a binder for my papers.
The mountain has a panoramic view of the city.
The mountain has a panoramic view of the city.
Can you help me find the cornstarch?
Can you help me find the cornstarch?
Can you recommend a good floral course for beginners?
Can you recommend a good floral course for beginners?
I need to water the plants.
I need to water the plants.
I'm so tired that I can't get up.
I'm so tired that I can't get up.
May I please have a napkin?
May I please have a napkin?
How much are the pineapples per piece?
How much are the pineapples per piece?
I am a quick learner and adapt well to new challenges and environments.
I am a quick learner and adapt well to new challenges and environments.
We have the right to freedom of peaceful assembly.
We have the right to freedom of peaceful assembly.
What types of fish can be found here?
What types of fish can be found here?
Please remain in your seat until the plane has come to a complete stop.
Please remain in your seat until the plane has come to a complete stop.
Do you offer hair treatments for damaged hair?
Do you offer hair treatments for damaged hair?
I locked myself out of my room.
I locked myself out of my room.
Are you interested in joining a tea tasting class?
Are you interested in joining a tea tasting class?
Can you tell me more about this outdoor bench construction?
Can you tell me more about this outdoor bench construction?
I heard there's a sale at the department store.
I heard there's a sale at the department store.
I'm glad to hear you're doing well.
I'm glad to hear you're doing well.
What do you think is the best way to experience the local culture?
What do you think is the best way to experience the local culture?
Is there a business center in the hotel?
Is there a business center in the hotel?
How can I make my lipstick stay on longer?
How can I make my lipstick stay on longer?
Could you bring me an extra blanket, please?
Could you bring me an extra blanket, please?
The mother put her baby to bed.
The mother put her baby to bed.
Is there a map of the underground available?
Is there a map of the underground available?
During my previous role, I successfully managed a team of 20 employees.
During my previous role, I successfully managed a team of 20 employees.
What is the lifespan of a pet fish?
What is the lifespan of a pet fish?
Can you pass me the hammer?
Can you pass me the hammer?
I have a responsibility to those who depend on us.
I have a responsibility to those who depend on us.
Is it possible to order room service for a midnight snack, please?
Is it possible to order room service for a midnight snack, please?
Are there any laundry facilities available for guests?
Are there any laundry facilities available for guests?
I want to buy an earphone with a built-in volume control.
I want to buy an earphone with a built-in volume control.
Books provide an escape from reality and a gateway to imagination.
Books provide an escape from reality and a gateway to imagination.
Do you have any watches with a stopwatch function?
Do you have any watches with a stopwatch function?
The player's injury was a setback for the team.
The player's injury was a setback for the team.
Dancing is a great way to improve your coordination.
Dancing is a great way to improve your coordination.
I love a good fantasy movie.
I love a good fantasy movie.
This phone has a great sound system and headphone jack.
This phone has a great sound system and headphone jack.
You can do that when you are older.
You can do that when you are older.
The park is peaceful in the morning.
The park is peaceful in the morning.
We should evaluate the impact of our decisions on the project.
We should evaluate the impact of our decisions on the project.
I like to talk about the good old days.
I like to talk about the good old days.
Are there any people who can speak English?
Are there any people who can speak English?
The new video game that just came out is supposed to be really exciting.
The new video game that just came out is supposed to be really exciting.
You should try to become a lawyer.
You should try to become a lawyer.
I want to learn English to communicate with people from different countries.
I want to learn English to communicate with people from different countries.
My favorite photo style is minimalism.
My favorite photo style is minimalism.
Thank you for your purchase. Have a great day.
Thank you for your purchase. Have a great day.
The course provides plenty of practice opportunities.
The course provides plenty of practice opportunities.
In another 6 months, you will be able to speak German fluently.
In another 6 months, you will be able to speak German fluently.
You are a blessing in my life.
You are a blessing in my life.
What is the recommended hair care routine for curly hair?
What is the recommended hair care routine for curly hair?
The computer course is held in room 203.
The computer course is held in room 203.
I'm not sure what kind of flowers to get.
I'm not sure what kind of flowers to get.
Do you have any safety glasses?
Do you have any safety glasses?
How much does the earphone cost?
How much does the earphone cost?
Newspapers, magazines, and newscasts tell what is going on in the world.
Newspapers, magazines, and newscasts tell what is going on in the world.
The team's loss was a humbling experience.
The team's loss was a humbling experience.
We need a longer piece of wood.
We need a longer piece of wood.
Can I undergo a facial if I have a history of acne?
Can I undergo a facial if I have a history of acne?
I want to clean up my desk by myself.
I want to clean up my desk by myself.
I'll have the signature chocolate, please.
I'll have the signature chocolate, please.
Excuse me, do you know where the restroom is?
Excuse me, do you know where the restroom is?
I'm having trouble running the software.
I'm having trouble running the software.
What is the optimal method for preparing fish over a campfire?
What is the optimal method for preparing fish over a campfire?
The athlete won a gold medal at the Olympics.
The athlete won a gold medal at the Olympics.
The toilet won't flush. Can someone come and repair it?
The toilet won't flush. Can someone come and repair it?
How long have you been working for this company?
How long have you been working for this company?
I'm sorry it turned out this way.
I'm sorry it turned out this way.
How do you keep cats from scratching the furniture?
How do you keep cats from scratching the furniture?
Can you tell me where I can hire some books on local myths and legends?
Can you tell me where I can hire some books on local myths and legends?
Can I use the Wi-Fi network for streaming videos?
Can I use the Wi-Fi network for streaming videos?
I enjoy listening to blues music.
I enjoy listening to blues music.
Today, you need to wear your PE clothes.
Today, you need to wear your PE clothes.
I'm afraid that there is no hope for him to pass the test.
I'm afraid that there is no hope for him to pass the test.
Apply this ointment after taking a bath.
Apply this ointment after taking a bath.
Is there a car park near the convention center?
Is there a car park near the convention center?
How would you like to pay?
How would you like to pay?
After careful consideration, I've decided that I'd get married.
After careful consideration, I've decided that I'd get married.
Climbing can be a great way to relieve stress and clear your mind.
Climbing can be a great way to relieve stress and clear your mind.
He's the go-to person for marketing strategies.
He's the go-to person for marketing strategies.
Can I bring light bulbs in my hand luggage?
Can I bring light bulbs in my hand luggage?
YouTube has revolutionized the way we share and consume information.
YouTube has revolutionized the way we share and consume information.
Let me check if everything's okay.
Let me check if everything's okay.
Did you learn how to read any new words today?
Did you learn how to read any new words today?
Has it been 3 minutes yet?
Has it been 3 minutes yet?
I believe that we should all support our boss.
I believe that we should all support our boss.
We have a weekly special on our sausages.
We have a weekly special on our sausages.
How about a built-in wardrobe in the bedroom?
How about a built-in wardrobe in the bedroom?
I don't want to go to school tomorrow.
I don't want to go to school tomorrow.
This dress looks great on you.
This dress looks great on you.
Let me take care of these plants now.
Let me take care of these plants now.
I enjoy the thrill of discovering new stories.
I enjoy the thrill of discovering new stories.
Can I walk to the shopping center from here?
Can I walk to the shopping center from here?
May I pay for room service with a credit card?
May I pay for room service with a credit card?
The computer course includes subjects such as web development.
The computer course includes subjects such as web development.
I'm so tired. I need a nap.
I'm so tired. I need a nap.
Is there a restaurant at the hotel, please?
Is there a restaurant at the hotel, please?
Those present at the concert were surprised by his performance.
Those present at the concert were surprised by his performance.
I like to listen to music in the car.
I like to listen to music in the car.
I'm busy with a client at the moment.
I'm busy with a client at the moment.
Education is one of the essential aspects of life.
Education is one of the essential aspects of life.
The patient was up and about.
The patient was up and about.
I am eager to contribute my expertise and collaborate with a talented team.
I am eager to contribute my expertise and collaborate with a talented team.
How do you handle stress and pressure in a work environment?
How do you handle stress and pressure in a work environment?
Can I have a room with a kitchenette?
Can I have a room with a kitchenette?
How can I prevent split ends?
How can I prevent split ends?
The toys want to go back to their home.
The toys want to go back to their home.
You don't need any prior experience to join the class.
You don't need any prior experience to join the class.
Some pets, like birds, can be trained to do tricks and perform for their owners.
Some pets, like birds, can be trained to do tricks and perform for their owners.
I have a bachelor's degree in business administration from a reputable university.
I have a bachelor's degree in business administration from a reputable university.
I recommend this phone for its sleek design and advanced features.
I recommend this phone for its sleek design and advanced features.
Employees are responsible for following the company's code of conduct.
Employees are responsible for following the company's code of conduct.
Does this medicine have any side effects?
Does this medicine have any side effects?
I have an English class on Mondays.
I have an English class on Mondays.
Do you know where Mom is?
Do you know where Mom is?
The ship was caught in a hurricane.
The ship was caught in a hurricane.
Can I hire a car for a month?
Can I hire a car for a month?
The fresh air and sunshine are good for the spirit.
The fresh air and sunshine are good for the spirit.
The player was injured during the game.
The player was injured during the game.
I need to buy some folders for my documents.
I need to buy some folders for my documents.
How can I bond with my horse?
How can I bond with my horse?
Where are the wire brushes located?
Where are the wire brushes located?
Nothing much. Still working in the same place.
Nothing much. Still working in the same place.
Some pets, like rabbits, can be trained to use a litter box.
Some pets, like rabbits, can be trained to use a litter box.
My reading light isn't turning on.
My reading light isn't turning on.
I'm getting braces to correct my overbite.
I'm getting braces to correct my overbite.
I watch English news to practice.
I watch English news to practice.
Did you get to do any math problems or puzzles today?
Did you get to do any math problems or puzzles today?
Can you recommend any good baby-friendly restaurants?
Can you recommend any good baby-friendly restaurants?
Do we need any bread rolls?
Do we need any bread rolls?
Let's think about the room's focal point.
Let's think about the room's focal point.
How do I choose the right horse for me?
How do I choose the right horse for me?
What is the Wi-Fi signal strength like in this area?
What is the Wi-Fi signal strength like in this area?
The Big Dipper is a constellation.
The Big Dipper is a constellation.
YouTube is a great resource for learning new things.
YouTube is a great resource for learning new things.
I feel as if I were dreaming.
I feel as if I were dreaming.
In this lesson, you'll learn fundamental techniques of Chinese painting.
In this lesson, you'll learn fundamental techniques of Chinese painting.
Can you suggest a place to eat with a good wine list?
Can you suggest a place to eat with a good wine list?
Let's order some pizza for lunch.
Let's order some pizza for lunch.
Have you got any fresh courgettes?
Have you got any fresh courgettes?
I find it incredibly soothing to read before going to bed, as it helps me unwind and prepare for a restful sleep.
I find it incredibly soothing to read before going to bed, as it helps me unwind and prepare for a restful sleep.
Could you assist me in locating the children's department?
Could you assist me in locating the children's department?
What do you like best about traditional cultural events?
What do you like best about traditional cultural events?
Where can I find the nails?
Where can I find the nails?
Do you have any fresh trout available?
Do you have any fresh trout available?
You will learn how to properly brew coffee using an espresso machine.
You will learn how to properly brew coffee using an espresso machine.
She takes her dog on road trips.
She takes her dog on road trips.
He had so much to look forward to at his new job.
He had so much to look forward to at his new job.
May you be blessed with love.
May you be blessed with love.
My dentist recommended a teeth whitening treatment.
My dentist recommended a teeth whitening treatment.
Put it on the drying rack.
Put it on the drying rack.
Our class is a fun and social experience.
Our class is a fun and social experience.
When we were on the brink of starvation, they saved our lives.
When we were on the brink of starvation, they saved our lives.
Can you recommend any local art classes?
Can you recommend any local art classes?
Can I smoke in the hired car?
Can I smoke in the hired car?
The park is a great place to relax and unwind.
The park is a great place to relax and unwind.
The Middle Ages were a dark time.
The Middle Ages were a dark time.
What's your favorite thing to buy in this market?
What's your favorite thing to buy in this market?
I believe in the interconnectedness of all beings.
I believe in the interconnectedness of all beings.
Singing can be a great way to relieve stress.
Singing can be a great way to relieve stress.
She rescued her dog from a shelter.
She rescued her dog from a shelter.
Tell me about a time when you had a conflict with a coworker.
Tell me about a time when you had a conflict with a coworker.
Excuse me, how much is this shirt?
Excuse me, how much is this shirt?
It's time to take charge of your life and make positive changes.
It's time to take charge of your life and make positive changes.
Stay committed to your goals, they shape your destiny.
Stay committed to your goals, they shape your destiny.
It's crucial to meet the project deadlines.
It's crucial to meet the project deadlines.
What are some tips for taking great photos on a smartphone?
What are some tips for taking great photos on a smartphone?
My words were not aimed at you.
My words were not aimed at you.
Let's leave the fire to burn down and go into our tents.
Let's leave the fire to burn down and go into our tents.
What's the most difficult aspect of gliding?
What's the most difficult aspect of gliding?
You guess right. He ate my cake last night.
You guess right. He ate my cake last night.
The focus group provided valuable insights into consumer preferences.
The focus group provided valuable insights into consumer preferences.
How can I make my lipstick last longer?
How can I make my lipstick last longer?
I'm a big fan of mystery novels.
I'm a big fan of mystery novels.
Can you recommend a good coffee shop?
Can you recommend a good coffee shop?
Can I help you with anything?
Can I help you with anything?
I can't believe how many tutorials and how-to videos there are on YouTube.
I can't believe how many tutorials and how-to videos there are on YouTube.
The physiotherapist showed me proper posture techniques.
The physiotherapist showed me proper posture techniques.
He is clever at drawing cartoons.
He is clever at drawing cartoons.
He trained his dog to do tricks.
He trained his dog to do tricks.
We all put in a lot of effort.
We all put in a lot of effort.
Reading allows me to expand my knowledge and gain insights into various subjects.
Reading allows me to expand my knowledge and gain insights into various subjects.
I'm interested in learning about different flower arrangements.
I'm interested in learning about different flower arrangements.
Had he taken his doctor's advice, he might not have died.
Had he taken his doctor's advice, he might not have died.
Effective onboarding processes help new hires integrate into the company culture.
Effective onboarding processes help new hires integrate into the company culture.
My favorite plant is the tulip.
My favorite plant is the tulip.
Is there a book hire shop nearby where I can also purchase books?
Is there a book hire shop nearby where I can also purchase books?
I believe that she is cooking something.
I believe that she is cooking something.
They came by 3 great cities on their journey.
They came by 3 great cities on their journey.
There is a nice breeze in the park.
There is a nice breeze in the park.
What is the policy on medication for the children?
What is the policy on medication for the children?
What's the best hairspray for holding curls?
What's the best hairspray for holding curls?
My stomach has been upset for a few days.
My stomach has been upset for a few days.
I want to watch a rocket launch.
I want to watch a rocket launch.
Please let us know if you have any additional questions or concerns.
Please let us know if you have any additional questions or concerns.
If you don't give me a better price, I won't buy it.
If you don't give me a better price, I won't buy it.
Did you catch the sports highlights last night?
Did you catch the sports highlights last night?
The athletes' dedication to their sport was unparalleled.
The athletes' dedication to their sport was unparalleled.
Can I have a non-smoking room?
Can I have a non-smoking room?
I didn't mean to make you upset.
I didn't mean to make you upset.
What are some tips for first-time paragliders?
What are some tips for first-time paragliders?
I like the sound of the cello.
I like the sound of the cello.
Scuba diving in the Red Sea was an amazing experience.
Scuba diving in the Red Sea was an amazing experience.
The visitors were entertained by the museum's interactive exhibitions.
The visitors were entertained by the museum's interactive exhibitions.
I'm interested in learning about the different coffee brewing equipment.
I'm interested in learning about the different coffee brewing equipment.
Do you have an email address?
Do you have an email address?
How about a green theme for the bathroom?
How about a green theme for the bathroom?
What are some good motocross fueling tips?
What are some good motocross fueling tips?
Can you provide me with instructions on how to install the software?
Can you provide me with instructions on how to install the software?
Is there a discount for multiple sessions?
Is there a discount for multiple sessions?
Excuse me, where are the eggs?
Excuse me, where are the eggs?
Are there any technical support services available for meetings in the hotel?
Are there any technical support services available for meetings in the hotel?
That was a great horror movie.
That was a great horror movie.
Could you please pass me the remote?
Could you please pass me the remote?
Are there any age restrictions for motocross?
Are there any age restrictions for motocross?
Where did you buy your shoes?
Where did you buy your shoes?
The more popcorn you eat, the more you want.
The more popcorn you eat, the more you want.
The company's earnings have skyrocketed this quarter.
The company's earnings have skyrocketed this quarter.
What is your favorite cultural spot in the area?
What is your favorite cultural spot in the area?
I'm tired. I want to rest.
I'm tired. I want to rest.
I'm excited to learn about the art of latte making.
I'm excited to learn about the art of latte making.
We don't consider her to be right for the job.
We don't consider her to be right for the job.
I prefer Spotify because it has a wide variety of music.
I prefer Spotify because it has a wide variety of music.
Employee recognition programs can improve employee morale and motivation.
Employee recognition programs can improve employee morale and motivation.
How do I find the control points?
How do I find the control points?
Do you have any locally made jams?
Do you have any locally made jams?
How long is the power cord for this TV?
How long is the power cord for this TV?
I'm looking for a new bathrobe.
I'm looking for a new bathrobe.
They had looked forward to that holiday for months.
They had looked forward to that holiday for months.
The history of fashion is colorful.
The history of fashion is colorful.
The wrinkles are gone. That's cool.
The wrinkles are gone. That's cool.
Always look at what floor you're leaving.
Always look at what floor you're leaving.
Blessings to you and your future.
Blessings to you in your future.
How can I get to the nearest shopping center?
How can I get to the nearest shopping center?
I sit at the other end of the room.
I sit at the other end of the room.
How long is the warranty for this watch?
How long is the warranty for this watch?
What did you do last Saturday?
What did you do last Saturday?
What do you think of the local library?
What do you think of the local library?
What's the screen size of this TV?
What's the screen size of this TV?
On second thought, we should call Ronald.
On second thought, we should call Ronald.
Brand ambassadors can help promote products and services through advertising.
Brand ambassadors can help promote products and services through advertising.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Ms. Ross. I am George Wood.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Ms. Ross. I am George Wood.
At the end of the speech, she repeated the word.
At the end of the speech, she repeated the word.
I've heard good things about the flower arranging course at the community center.
I've heard good things about the flower arranging course at the community center.
Where can I find the bouillon cubes?
Where can I find the bouillon cubes?
These new shoes hurt my feet.
These new shoes hurt my feet.
I can't get my seat to lean back.
I can't get my seat to lean back.
How can I prevent my eyeshadow from creasing?
How can I prevent my eyeshadow from creasing?
I have a strong attention to detail.
I have a strong attention to detail.
I need more time to think.
I need more time to think.
Adventure is a state of mind.
Adventure is a state of mind.
It's okay to not be okay.
It's okay to not be okay.
Books help me see different perspectives.
Books help me see different perspectives.
I should bring some art supplies.
I should bring some art supplies.
Yes, I've gone cross-country skiing before.
Yes, I've gone cross-country skiing before.
I'm going to use the washing machine.
I'm going to use the washing machine.
Can you suggest a place to eat with a good mountain view?
Can you suggest a place to eat with a good mountain view?
Our class is an excellent way to relieve stress and anxiety.
Our class is an excellent way to relieve stress and anxiety.
I enjoy learning English in a friendly and supportive environment.
I enjoy learning English in a friendly and supportive environment.
Pretty good. I've found a new job at an international company.
Pretty good. I've found a new job at an international company.
I always bring a camera to capture the beautiful scenery.
I always bring a camera to capture the beautiful scenery.
What is the best way to deal with a pH imbalance in your fish tank?
What is the best way to deal with a pH imbalance in your fish tank?
Wherever I go, I always make sure to have a book with me, as it provides me with entertainment and companionship.
Wherever I go, I always make sure to have a book with me, as it provides me with entertainment and companionship.
There was a car accident in front of my house.
There was a car accident in front of my house.
Do you have some less expensive ones on sale?
Do you have some less expensive ones on sale?
Do you listen to music while you work?
Do you listen to music while you work?
I want to learn aerial photography.
I want to learn aerial photography.
The software is closing unexpectedly without displaying any error messages.
The software is closing unexpectedly without displaying any error messages.
How much does it cost to change my flight schedule?
How much does it cost to change my flight schedule?
I'm afraid you're not a good fit for us.
I'm afraid you're not a good fit for us.
May I see your credit card and your passport?
May I see your credit card and your passport?
Can you please tell me if the hotel offers laundry service?
Can you please tell me if the hotel offers laundry service?
This park is famous for its roses.
This park is famous for its roses.
The flight crew is now preparing for takeoff.
The flight crew is now preparing for takeoff.
The boarding process will begin shortly.
The boarding process will begin shortly.
I couldn't think of letting you take the blame.
I couldn't think of letting you take the blame.
Please turn off all electronic devices.
Please turn off all electronic devices.
Do you prefer Facebook or Twitter?
Do you prefer Facebook or Twitter?
Is it allowed to bring makeup in my hand luggage?
Is it allowed to bring makeup in my hand luggage?
I need to order room service for a work lunch.
I need to order room service for a work lunch.
What is the estimated lifespan of this watch?
What is the estimated lifespan of this watch?
Do you know if there are any book hire services that offer rare books?
Do you know if there are any book hire services that offer rare books?
Is there a certificate for completing the floral course?
Is there a certificate for completing the floral course?
You're right, hopefully, we don't have to get in touch with him.
You're right, hopefully, we don't have to get in touch with him.
If there's anything else we can do for you, please let us know.
If there's anything else we can do for you, please let us know.
When does room service stop, please?
When does room service stop, please?
What's the most unique location you've ever flown in?
What's the most unique location you've ever flown in?
The day will be over soon.
The day will be over soon.
Did you get up by yourself?
Did you get up by yourself?
Can I stop going to art class, please?
Can I stop going to art class, please?
Employee development programs contribute to talent retention and growth.
Employee development programs contribute to talent retention and growth.
Oh, the bus is already here.
Oh, the bus is already here.
You'll be all right after resting.
You'll be all right after resting.
Where can I get some brochures or maps?
Where can I get some brochures or maps?
The class will be a fun and informative experience.
The class will be a fun and informative experience.
I can support myself now that I am working.
I can support myself now that I am working.
The coach was fired after a losing streak.
The coach was fired after a losing streak.
Can I bring a pet with me on the flight?
Can I bring a pet with me on the flight?
How can I make my hair look more voluminous?
How can I make my hair look more voluminous?
My favorite type of snow to ski on is powder.
My favorite type of snow to ski on is powder.
Mother sent me some socks along with the sweater.
Mother sent me some socks along with the sweater.
What is the cancellation policy for facial appointments?
What is the cancellation policy for facial appointments?
We must allow for his young age.
We must allow for his young age.
You're a little late. Did something happen?
You're a little late. Did something happen?
What's the best type of shoes for caving?
What's the best type of shoes for caving?
I want to learn English to communicate with my family.
I want to learn English to communicate with my family.
The candidate withdrew from the race.
The candidate withdrew from the race.
They might not agree with his opinions.
They might not agree with his opinions.
Is fishing permitted in this lake?
Is fishing permitted in this lake?
I'm glad we decided to go walking today.
I'm glad we decided to go walking today.
I used to play the piano when I was younger.
I used to play the piano when I was younger.
The snow was all over the ground.
The snow was all over the ground.
We work hard and we deserve to relax.
We work hard and we deserve to relax.
The police have arrested a suspect in connection with the robbery.
The police have arrested a suspect in connection with the robbery.
Do you have any non-local fruit?
Do you have any non-local fruit?
Emily has lived in France since she married.
Emily has lived in France since she married.
I'm excited for our upcoming dance performance.
I'm excited for our upcoming dance performance.
What's the cheapest way to reach the hotel from the airport?
What's the cheapest way to reach the hotel from the airport?
The flight was delayed and I missed my meeting.
The flight was delayed and I missed my meeting.
We'll make a decision within the next week.
We'll make a decision within the next week.
Let's provide training opportunities for team members.
Let's provide training opportunities for team members.
Is it allowed to bring a tent pole in my hand luggage?
Is it allowed to bring a tent pole in my hand luggage?
Let's schedule a meeting to discuss the research methodology.
Let's schedule a meeting to discuss the research methodology.
The local textiles being sold in this market are beautiful.
The local textiles being sold in this market are beautiful.
The earliest direct flight is at 11:20 a.m.
The earliest direct flight is at 11:20 a.m.
When does the room service begin?
When does the room service begin?
I hope you learned something new and exciting today.
I hope you learned something new and exciting today.
Do you speak any other languages?
Do you speak any other languages?
The visitors were impressed by the history of the Tower of London.
The visitors were impressed by the history of the Tower of London.
She has a dog that is called Bob.
She has a dog that is called Bob.
I'm not feeling well. I think I'm getting sick.
I'm not feeling well. I think I'm getting sick.
The rebels took control of the government buildings.
The rebels took control of the government buildings.
Could I get an extra cup, please?
Could I get an extra cup, please?
Please wait for your row to be called before boarding the plane.
Please wait for your row to be called before boarding the plane.
It would be wiser of you not to see him again.
It would be wiser of you not to see him again.
It will pass. We can ride it out together.
It will pass. We can ride it out together.
We really enjoyed our stay here.
We really enjoyed our stay here.
Please don't smoke in this area.
Please don't smoke in this area.
I need a new set of measuring cups.
I need a new set of measuring cups.
Iran into an old friend of mine outside the station.
Iran into an old friend of mine outside the station.
Before the firemen arrived, both houses were burnt down.
Before the firemen arrived, both houses were burnt down.
What date will you depart the country?
What date will you depart the country?
So after I cross Oxford Street, what should I do?
So after I cross Oxford Street, what should I do?
The singer is famous not only in Korea but also in Europe.
The singer is famous not only in Korea but also in Europe.
How many people are usually in the floral course?
How many people are usually in the floral course?
The flight was very bumpy and uncomfortable.
The flight was very bumpy and uncomfortable.
Do you want to order some extra toppings?
Do you want to order some extra toppings?
Sure, I'll let you know if I need help.
Sure, I'll let you know if I need help.
I need to do the laundry.
I need to do the laundry.
I have excellent time management skills.
I have excellent time management skills.
Our team is dedicated to meeting your needs and expectations.
Our team is dedicated to meeting your needs and expectations.
Is there a safe in the room?
Is there a safe in the room?
The airport is very confusing. Please ask for directions.
The airport is very confusing. Please ask for directions.
My parents live in New York.
My parents live in New York.
The path offers stunning views of the surrounding mountains.
The path offers stunning views of the surrounding mountains.
Could I have some more hangers for my clothes, please?
Could I have some more hangers for my clothes, please?
Do you have any recommendations for floral courses in the area?
Do you have any recommendations for floral courses in the area?
Thank you for your business. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you for your business. Have a wonderful day.
What is the hotel's policy on pets in the meeting rooms?
What is the hotel's policy on pets in the meeting rooms?
I'm after a restaurant with a good outdoor seating area.
I'm after a restaurant with a good outdoor seating area.
A famous actor has been cast in the lead role of the upcoming movie.
A famous actor has been cast in the lead role of the upcoming movie.
How do I get to the supermarket from here?
How do I get to the supermarket from here?
I have been attending physiotherapy sessions to improve my flexibility.
I have been attending physiotherapy sessions to improve my flexibility.
Reading helps me improve my writing skills.
Reading helps me improve my writing skills.
I want to buy some flowers for my office.
I want to buy some flowers for my office.
I could spend all day here.
I could spend all day here.
What is the best way to deal with a nitrate spike in your fish tank?
What is the best way to deal with a nitrate spike in your fish tank?
Do you have any vegan options?
Do you have any vegan options?
Can I get a discount if I bring my own reusable cup?
Can I get a discount if I bring my own reusable cup?
Do you have any recommendations for a good notebook?
Do you have any recommendations for a good notebook?
The airport security is very tight. Be ready for additional screening.
The airport security is very tight. Be ready for additional screening.
Does she check her voicemail often?
Does she check her voicemail often?
We should encourage collaboration and teamwork.
We should encourage collaboration and teamwork.
Let's practice our dance routine together.
Let's practice our dance routine together.
What are some good motocross drills for beginners?
What are some good motocross drills for beginners?
By pouring water, the dust and bugs are washed away.
By pouring water, the dust and bugs are washed away.
What do you do with your clothes when they are worn out?
What do you do with your clothes when they are worn out?
Seek help if you need it.
Seek help if you need it.
There's no rush to complete this project.
There's no rush to complete this project.
The number of students going abroad to study is increasing each year.
The number of students going abroad to study is increasing each year.
Hi, I'm Sandy. I am new at this school.
Hi. I'm Sandy. I am new at this school.
What's the best way to cook this shrimp?
What's the best way to cook this shrimp?
Don't you think it is a good idea to monitor your employees?
Don't you think it is a good idea to monitor your employees?
Can I connect to the hotel's Wi-Fi without staying there?
Can I connect to the hotel's Wi-Fi without staying there?
What is the difference between a sail and a jib?
What is the difference between a sail and a jib?
I want to buy some bowls.
I want to buy some bowls.
What is the material of the watch band?
What is the material of the watch band?
The Wright brothers succeeded in flying an aeroplane driven by an engine.
The Wright brothers succeeded in flying an aeroplane driven by an engine.
I am studying in the computer lab.
I am studying in the computer lab.
Tell those people to back off so that the helicopter can land.
Tell those people to back off so that the helicopter can land.
What should I do if my horse gets injured while riding?
What should I do if my horse gets injured while riding?
Our cakes are made with organic ingredients.
Our cakes are made with organic ingredients.
Are there any lounges for business class passengers?
Are there any lounges for business class passengers?
Will the class cover tea and meditation?
Will the class cover tea and meditation?
I'm a fan of pop music.
I'm a fan of pop music.
The children had fun at the petting zoo.
The children had fun at the petting zoo.
Can I pay with a credit card?
Can I pay with a credit card?
It's important to foster a culture of collaboration within the team.
It's important to foster a culture of collaboration within the team.
I love old black and white movies.
I love old black and white movies.
I'm tied up with a project that is due Friday.
I'm tied up with a project that is due Friday.
The salad needs some olive oil.
The salad needs some olive oil.
What do you think of the local sports teams?
What do you think of the local sports teams?
The mountain flowers are in full bloom.
The mountain flowers are in full bloom.
You'll have the opportunity to exhibit your artwork in a gallery.
You'll have the opportunity to exhibit your artwork in a gallery.
I hope to start a small floral design business someday.
I hope to start a small floral design business someday.
Is there free Wi-Fi available here?
Is there free Wi-Fi available here?
What are some common psychological obstacles encountered while caving?
What are some common psychological obstacles encountered while caving?
You can choose from a variety of nail shapes.
You can choose from a variety of nail shapes.
Our brownies are a customer favorite.
Our brownies are a customer favorite.
Would you be able to inform me of the name of this tree?
Would you be able to inform me of the name of this tree?
Am I able to receive a refund if I have to cancel my flight?
Am I able to receive a refund if I have to cancel my flight?
You can take guess how old I am.
You can take guess how old I am.
I read an interesting article about new technology.
I read an interesting article about new technology.
Go down the escalator and baggage claim is on your right.
Go down the escalator and baggage claim is on your right.
Is there a coffee maker in the room?
Is there a coffee maker in the room?
The player was praised for their exceptional skill.
The player was praised for their exceptional skill.
The Declaration of Independence proclaimed the birth of a new nation.
The Declaration of Independence proclaimed the birth of a new nation.
Where can I find the crisps?
Where can I find the crisps?
That's a good point. Every action counts.
That's a good point. Every action counts.
I want to buy an earphone with a long-lasting battery.
I want to buy an earphone with a long-lasting battery.
Scuba diving in the Great Blue Hole was an unforgettable experience.
Scuba diving in the Great Blue Hole was an unforgettable experience.
Can you help me find a pair?
Can you help me find a pair?
You've done an excellent job.
You've done an excellent job.
Take some time to reconsider your decision.
Take some time to reconsider your decision.
Will we be learning about the different types of wine glasses and their uses?
Will we be learning about the different types of wine glasses and their uses?
How do I properly care for this watch?
How do I properly care for this watch?
Do you have these shoes in other colors?
Do you have these shoes in other colors?
I am pleased with my new house.
I am pleased with my new house.
He has a dog that is very obedient.
He has a dog that is very obedient.
To everyone's astonishment, David won first prize in the speech contest.
To everyone's astonishment, David won first prize in the speech contest.
Our lamb is grass-fed and free-range.
Our lamb is grass-fed and free-range.
They live just across from us.
They live just across from us.
I am taking responsibility for my actions.
I am taking responsibility for my actions.
I want to try doing the dishes.
I want to try doing the dishes.
We were quite at a loss for which way to go.
We were quite at a loss for which way to go.
I love to watch the sunrise at the park.
I love to watch the sunrise at the park.
We need to think outside the box and find creative solutions.
We need to think outside the box and find creative solutions.
How did you figure out the math problem?
How did you figure out the math problem?
Why is your ex-girlfriend Judy here?
Why is your ex-girlfriend Judy here?
Is that the best you can do?
Is that the best you can do?
We were looking forward to buying our first house.
We were looking forward to buying our first house.
May I see your passport and disembarkation card, please?
May I see your passport and disembarkation card, please?
I often visit the library to borrow books.
I often visit the library to borrow books.
I must apologize to you for breaking the vase.
I must apologize to you for breaking the vase.
We should provide a timeline for the project.
We should provide a timeline for the project.
What is the best way to learn about traditional music?
What is the best way to learn about traditional music?
It's such a beautiful day outside.
It's such a beautiful day outside.
Could you tell me about the hotel's business amenities?
Could you tell me about the hotel's business amenities?
Where can I find the tape?
Where can I find the tape?
How do I know if the Wi-Fi network is secure?
How do I know if the Wi-Fi network is secure?
What should I do if I get lost while hunting?
What should I do if I get lost while hunting?
The pasta is too al dente.
The pasta is too al dente.
I need to buy a tripod.
I need to buy a tripod.
You'll cope. I have great faith in you.
You'll cope. I have great faith in you.